Thoughts into the lighthouse flow like a river, and thoughts have a lot to do with stream of consciousness. Hi, I am Asad Imran and you are watching the Assimilators. Let's dig deeper into the use of stream of consciousness into the lighthouse. As usual, you can see the typed version in the description or by enabling captions in YouTube player. Introduction To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf is recognized by its visualization of the stream of consciousness technique in expanding the narration of the novel. Before attempting to trace out the stream of consciousness into the lighthouse, first we have to clarify what stream of consciousness actually is. Stream of consciousness, also known as interior monologue, is a term first coined by William James, which means an unbroken flow of thoughts and feelings in a waking mind. This technique in the novel was first used by James Joyce in his Ulysses. Woolf experimented with the technique in Mrs. Dalloway and then in To the Lighthouse. In this novel, the stream of consciousness technique helps in the internal development of the character through their internal flow of thoughts and feelings, mingled with their outward actions and utterances. Before going any further, here's an important message. 88% of you watching this video are not subscribed. It would do me a great favor if you would hit that round subscribe button with due care. The following elements have been utilized to make characters alive through stream of consciousness. Direct interior monologue. Direct interior monologue is an inner realization and revelation of conscious and unconscious development of thoughts through the minds of characters. Woolf has beautifully utilized this technique to introduce us to the inner turmoil of Mrs. Ramsay of being bruised by the past during the dinner scene in the window. Then, the omniscient narrator shifts towards the perspective of Lily Briscoe on how she weighs Mrs. Ramsay's old age and worn out condition. Similarly, in Time Passes, the death of Mrs. Ramsay is announced through the direct interior monologue, whereas The Lighthouse, third part, opens up Lily's inner thoughts of the feelings of completeness, harmony, and triumph through direct interior monologue when Lily finally completes her painting. Associative thoughts. Associative thoughts is rather a Freudian analysis of the association of a certain thing, person, or incident in recollection of other things, persons, or incidents. Into the lighthouse, this association is shown by different persons at different parts of the novel. For instance, in the window, Charles Tansley performs a comparison between Queen Victoria and Mrs. Ramsay. In the second part, Mrs. McNabb remembers the Ramsay family while cleaning up the house during the lethal season of war. In the lighthouse section, Lily Briscoe remembers Charles Tansley, Mr. and Mrs. Ramsay, and children freely while painting. Repetition in thoughts. Recurring thoughts, images, and memories play a key role in the uninterrupted flow of the stream of consciousness. Mrs. Ramsay is consistently presented as a pivoting force who keeps her family and guests united and connected. In the second part, the repetition of the imagery of deaths and darkness helps reinforce the announcement of the deaths of Mrs. Ramsay, Andrew, and Prue Ramsay in the span of 10 years. In the section of the lighthouse, the idea of harmony and accomplishment assists in the illustration of completing the journey towards the lighthouse as well as the completion of Lily's long and ambitious quest to create a painting that depicts balance and harmony. Conclusion. Conclusively, Virginia Woolf appropriately and beautifully incorporates stream of consciousness and its elements that help the readers in getting into the minds of characters. Rowland aptly puts in, quote, by blending people's inward feelings and keeping dialogue to a minimum, Woolf develops her multidimensional characters uniquely and memorably, end quote. Sources used for this video are currently being displayed.